preparing to endure is inhuman.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. That's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I do it. You will know that your ass is mine, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Welcome to the East Side Dave and Son Wrestling Show.
Thank you so much, Stanley Mac, Stanley McDonald. Yes, sir, it's the East Side Dave and Son Wrestling Show. My name is East Side Dave, and with me, as always, is my co-host, the Babyface of Babyfaces. Put him up once again for Stanley Mac. Stanley Mac, your voice is hoarse today. What was it, a lot going on at gym class at school?
Yeah, actually, I was just trying to block.
Intense dodgeball? Was it intense hopscotch?
What kind of game? Dodgeball.
No more dodgeball? What are you talking about? Dodgeball is one of the great gym classes,
because
gym
they said
games.
So that kids don't get hurt.
What?
This is actually
so the kids don't get hurt?
Yeah.
Do you understand that from 1987 to 1989, no other child in the great state of New Jersey pegged any little chubby loser in the face more than Eastside Dave McDonald? I am the dodgeball champion. I would peg every single little chubby person right in the face. I think
not chubby.
Any kid with wearing glasses, any kid with a stupid haircut, any kid with a pin on his shirt, any kid who had eyeballs, any kid who had ears, any kid who was wearing sneakers, any kid who was breathing, any kid who was a kid. You play me in dodgeball, you're going down. You play the Dave man in dodgeball, you take your life into your own hands. I'm not kidding. This is disheartening. So they took away dodgeball. So then how'd you lose your voice in gym class? Playing tiddlywinks, screaming at that? Tiddlywinks, what was it?
Kickball.
Kickball? So they still have the big red rubber balls, huh?
Yeah. That's what they use for kickball now.
That's what they use for what?
That's what they use for kickball now.
The big red, no, but I mean, they've always used that big red rubber ball. Interesting. Okay, so it must have been a very intense kickball game because I could hear it in your voice a little bit sore throat there.
Yeah, it was.
You're a professional broadcaster. You got to take care of your voice. Do you ever drink a tea with lemon and honey in it?
No.
Oh, that's something that me and Cher do all the time. I should introduce you to my friend Cher. She's a wonderful singer.
I'm pretty sure you don't know her.
I do know her. I absolutely know her. She was a very nice person to me. She raised me up right. She raised me with this motorcycle gang. And even though kids were mean to me, I still was nice, and I still petted the blind girl's face one time. I let the blind girl pet my face one time.
I don't know what movie this is.
Don't worry about it, little mask boy. Speaking of masks, we have not done a show. Well, I mean, listen, we're doing shows each and every month, as we always say, and sometimes a month gives us an extra show. And even though the last show that we did, I'm looking at the date right here, is October 6th, and today is November 3rd, it's not a long time. Again, this is a monthly series with bonus shows throughout the year when we can. However, it feels like a lot has changed since that October 6th episode, as you would expect. As Stanley Mac was dying for it, you were dying for Bray Wyatt to return to the WWE.
And there we did.
And in the meantime, since our last episode at WWE Extreme Rules 2022, Bray Wyatt is back.
And the Funhouse literally came to life.
The animals, the little chicken, the goat, there's a rabbit. Yeah. He's a farmer. It's like old MacDonald had a farm with Bray Wyatt. McDonald. There's geese. There's some cows. He's got to get some cows and some. Oh, he's got a pig. So he just likes getting farm animals? He just needs to add a cow to that stable.
I don't know where you got that from. Your ultimate farm animals. Your old Buzzer and your old Ritz.
Buzzard? I thought that was a chicken. Anyway.
No, it's mostly the Buzzer.
All right, I saw a chicken and I saw a pig. I thought he was a farmer. I didn't know. That should be his next character, his next incarnation of Bray Wyatt, if you will. He's farmer.
He's tag
Farmer
team
Bray
with Brock
Wyatt.
Lesnar. Him and Brock.
Farmer Wyatt.
Him and Brock.
And he gets mad. Yeah, he gets mad. And they get managed by Hillbilly Jim, who comes out and delivers 98-minute promos each and every week for them. He comes out, delivers a promo, and then they have to end Raw immediately.
I forgot about that Hall of Fame
The longest. I hate to say it, because when I was a kid growing up, I was a fan. I liked Hillbilly Jim's partnership with Hulk Hogan, and I was a fan. But boy, oh boy, that was the long... Hillbilly Jim's WWE Hall of Fame induction speech is the single longest, most boring speech in the history of that company.
It's like if it's the longest, it's like...
It was the longest.
Hillbilly Jim's not that good that he deserves a 90-minute speech.
He just went on and on and on and on.
Did they tell him to get off?
Apparently not. 3 hours was passing by. I was checking my watch. Like, is anyone going to get this guy off here?
And then eventually, like, sir.
But it's not about Hillbilly Jim. It's about Bray Wyatt. Talk to me. Thoughts and opinions. Bray Wyatt is back in the WWE.
And who is Uncle Howdy?
Well, okay. So, he's put together it seems like from the online reports and this and that he's put together a group, the Wyatt Six. And perhaps we can expect 6 new people. I guess that would be 5 new people if he's including himself.
Yeah.
But expect some new faces and stuff. And so one of the new faces that we just saw recently was a cowboy mask wearing guy. And I'll do a little impression for this cowboy masked wearing cowboy hat with a masked wearing wrestler. Okay? All right. Hold on, I'm just going to do an impression right now.
I know.
How's it going, baby? How's it going, Daddy? This is the Midnight Rider, just appeared on the David Mac Sports program and hosted the David Mac Sports program for 1 hour strong, baby, from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the canyon. And now I'm hanging out with Bray Wyatt, baby. That's my baby, baby. Bray Wyatt. I'm part of the Wyatt Six. The Midnight Rider's gonna do all kinds of crazy things for Bray Wyatt. He's gonna kidnap Bray Wyatt's chickens. He's gonna make sure Bray Wyatt's pigs are fed. And he's gonna pick up all the cow poop at Bray Wyatt's farm. Farming Bray Wyatt and the Midnight Rider like peanut butter and jelly, baby. I got one more silver dollar. Ain't gonna let him catch me, no. Ain't gonna let him catch the Midnight Rider.
So you're the Midnight Rider.
No.
And B, he doesn't have a cow.
No, I'm not the Midnight Rider. That was an impression.
That was really accurate.
No, it wasn't. It didn't sound anything like it. So now we go to Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy. Who is Uncle Howdy? Do we have a theory on this Uncle Howdy individual?
I think because I saw Daddy the earring.
Yes, the earring.
And that was basically the same exact one that Bo Dallas used to wear. I think.
So, we're saying this is a Bo Dallas thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's the same exact.
Oh. Keep talking. Give me a little something. I gotta plug in the computer. I just realized the computer's not plugged in.
Uh-oh.
No, it's okay. We got a little battery. Go ahead.
So for the I think it's Bo Dallas doing a great job.
Great insight at stalling. You're as good at stretching as Roy Harder is. When I say to stretch, when I tell Roy to stretch, he actually stretches his arms and his back. And you like that, huh? That's our little gimmick that we've been running on the Davey Mac Sports program for quite some time now. So maybe next time you stretch, you just kind of do the Roy Harder thing, and you just start stretching your arms and whatnot. So Uncle Howdy might be Bo Dallas. I like that. I liked Bo Dallas.
I always did.
I thought one of my favorite things, it was a silly little thing, but I enjoyed the B team a lot.
Did you like Curtis?
I liked when Bo Dallas and, Curtis Axel. I liked it when they were the B team and they won championships. They won championships, right?
I mean, Curtis is after all the son of Mr. Perfect.
And the grandson of another Henning who was a wrestling legend. I mean, yeah, if you're a Henning, you're in the biz, basically. So I think this is really exciting for Bray Wyatt. If Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas, who are some of the others? Now, is there a chance Braun Strowman will be in the group? The only reason why I say this is because we have seen Bray Wyatt now deliver. So since he's come back, he's done a couple promos on SmackDown, right? Or maybe 3 promos, 1 backstage and 2 in the ring. And he is, I noticed that Bray Wyatt has a nose ring now, like in the nostrils area. And I don't know if I'm looking too hard into this. But Braun Strowman, since he's come back, has the exact same nose ring. Is there a part that Strowman will be in the Wyatt 6 here?
I think he listens. I think he's begging right now as we speak. Can I please be in the
Well, give me some names then, if it's not going to be Strowman.
It's going to be Rowan.
Eric Rowan?
Yeah.
Who else?
It's going to be Liv.
Liv Morgan?
Yeah.
Who else?
And it's going to be one more.
Well, we have Bo Dallas.
Oh, wait, we need
You need 2 more. What about Alexa Bliss?
Alexa.
The reason why is because so let's talk about this. When Bray Wyatt came back at Extreme Rules, they showed all those little fun farm animal puppets who had somehow evolved into human beings. It was amazing. It was like Pinocchio. And the puppets became real. And the one thing that I noticed was the Fiend,
and Jim Cornette,
the person who was wearing the Fiend mask, I believe it was a female. I saw a very, narrow, small shoulders, looked like a small-ish person, in fact, looked like a woman's body. That's why I'm thinking Alexa Bliss will be the Fiend. I do agree with you that Liv Morgan will be, the Sister Abigail, the little witch sister?
Yeah.
And Liv Morgan will be the Fiend.
And what's that?
The big, huge rabbit was Eric Rowan. But see, I think there's 2 out there.
Huskers could be him.
There's a buzzard and there's a pig. And I think the pig... How about Braun Strowman for the pig?
I know. Mercy now is Happy Corbin's with JBL.
Mercy's the buzzard's name?
Yeah, Mercy. That takes that off. So
well, then who could be the buzzard and who could be... All right, I got it for you.
Now.
You want it? You want what I got?
Who?
The buzzard is Dexter Lumis. The pig is Braun Strowman.
Oh,
in your face.
I should have thought of that. Oh.
But you didn't. I did. And that's why I'm the daddy. And that's why I'm the #1 heel on the East Side Davidson Wrestling Show. Nobody steps to me.
It probably is going to be Dexter. I mean,
get on that microphone.
I mean, what's he?
On the mic.
Otherwise, doing stuff with the Miz that they could drop at any second.
They'll do something with that, but that's just a little fun prediction from the Dave Men. So you liking the Bray Wyatt now? Your thoughts, your dreams, your prayers have been answered.
Also, they haven't now. So be at Crown Jewel.
Okay, but answer my question. We're gonna do Crown Jewel later. So today's episode, we just got right into it, which I like. We want to get right into it with the Bray Wyatt. We're gonna give a little AEW, and then we'll finish off with Crown Jewel. Predictions and prognostications as WWE's Crown Jewel event is this Saturday. Stan, so any final thoughts on the Bray Wyatt? I've been very, very happy and pleased like everybody else. I, too, am a major fan. Oh, of course I am. I love Bray Wyatt. And I think he's done a great job. And, yeah, I dig the new song. I dig, I don't know where the hell any of this is going, but that's what Bray Wyatt does. And you know what? Why not? Just go for the ride. Just go for the ride.
Level in what you are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going with it. Guy is on the TV. He's captivating to watch. He's just a really interesting, fun person to watch on television. I don't put more thought behind it than that. Sometimes people get a little nuts. Stanley Mac. Stanley Mac. If people only knew the brink of insanity that you, Stanley Mac, have been driven to. I foresee perhaps some sort of weird heel turn from Stanley Mac in 2023. Because you're so obsessed with Bray Wyatt, I see you with pie charts, graphs, all kinds of...
He's not a babyface.
You have one of those bulletin boards in your room with the thumbtacks that are connected with red yarn and scary pictures that are, cut out of magazines, and you're linking things, and you have all these conspiracy theories with Bray Wyatt. You're very in with the Bray Wyatt. I love him too, but see, my difference is I just like enjoy watching him on television. You have a like a Zapruder, JFK case on your hands with Bray Wyatt.
You have a
full-on investigation going on.
Why does that make me a heel?
It's scary to the rest of us. I'm supposed to be the heel of the show, by the way.
I don't know how that makes me a heel.
I'm the heel, you baby-faced jerk! Neighbors are now calling the police yet again. Don't worry. He's just fine. We're doing our podcast. Here, ready? Start going like this. Ow. Ready? After the...
Ow! 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 Ow!
Yeah! Now you got something to worry about, Edna! Edna, my old lady neighbor has actually just brought in her mother, who somehow is even older than her. I have to say it quietly now because she's listening. She always listens to us down here. But I don't know how you're an old lady, and it felt like you were the 90-year-old, and all of a sudden, here's my mom. She's gonna be staying with me. It's Edna, and now Edna's on my ass. How much enthusiasm, raucous enthusiasm I bring. Listen, Edna, I gotta bring the energy, the fire, and the passion and the pain each and every week.
To this
and
show.
You got a problem with that, Edna. I got a huge jug of potato salad that I will dump right on your head.
Multiple podcasts, by the way.
Multiple podcasts. So either keep your trap closed, Edna, go back to bed, do whatever the hell you want to do upstairs, or expect this entire jug of potato salad to be dumped right on your head. And do you know how long it takes to get potato salad out of your hair? You'll be showering for 45 minutes. So, that's it with the Bray Wyatt. We're done. We're good with the Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, how about we go to All Elite Wrestling?
All Elite Wrestling, AEW in the big news. Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Is All Elite.
Debuted on AEW. Shocking. The entire world. Jeff Jarrett showed up in a black trench coat, a black cowboy hat, and then hit Darby Allin in the head with a guitar. He's a bad guy. He's joining the group of Sanjay and Jay Lethal and that big, huge giant guy. And I liked watching Jeff Jarrett on TV. He's another one that I enjoy, quite frankly. And actually, these Vice, Vice has a new show, Tales from the Territories, made by the same guys who did Dark Side of the Ring, except the format is just a little bit different. In Dark Side of the Ring, they would take, they would concentrate on that wrestler for the entire program. And this is like mini stories with the round table. But they still do great, cinematography, reenactments, and all that thing, and it still looks fantastic. And Jeff Jarrett, so far I've loved the Memphis episodes the most. Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Lawler, Dutch Mantel, Jarrett's dad. But listen, Jeff Jarrett's grown up in this business. He worked in this business. The guy, he wants to be involved. AEW is bringing him, I think, as not just as a on-air guy, but he'll be doing backstage stuff as well. Some sort of director of business operations, whatever the heck that means. Stanley Mac, thoughts and opinions. Big Jeff Jarrett debut in AEW.
He also did make a little bit of a joke saying how he's going to make an impact, obviously referring to the impact.
Gave a little line. Well, Jeff Jarrett has created a lot of stuff. He created, Global Force Wrestling. He also ran Impact. He ran GCW, Game Changer Wrestling. I mean, he's a man, he's a jack of all trades, a man who wears many hats. I'm excited to see him.
He really does wear many hats.
He wears a lot of hats. He enjoys hats. No big deal. The other thing I watched recently, I have no idea why all of a sudden all these Jeff Jarrett things happened, but I was perusing the WWE Network and watching the Table for 3 episodes. Don't know why, but I just decided I'm going to watch some Table of Threes.
Hey, those are the most boring stuff.
I like them if they have the right people. You have to have the right people.
Can't have like...
Listen, the one with Bruce Pritchard, JBL, and Eric Bischoff was awesome. That Table for 3 was great. Also, Jim Cornette, Eric Bischoff, and Michael Hayes. That Table for 3, again, was awesome. This Table for 3 was really good. Jeff Jarrett, Sting, and AJ Styles. It was all about the Impact. No, it was the Impact. It was Impact guys.
But listen.
Jeff Jarrett he was the one who, he really keeps the conversation going. He did on that Tales from the Territory episode. He was doing it with the Table for Three. He seems to be a very likable guy, in my personal opinion. The one observation that I had with the Jeff Jarrett, AJ Styles Sting Table for Three is that Jeff Jarrett seemed to be the only one who was eating. And he was eating quite a bit. Looked like he had eggs, toast. I was looking at everything. I think he had some rice pudding with some chocolate on it. No one was really eating. And Jeff Jarrett was eating every time he wasn't talking. He was the only one eating.
That's kind of funny.
He was going to town on that rice pudding. He was making me hungry for rice pudding. If that was rice pudding. I don't know. It was something in a glass, and he was eating it with a spoon. And I'm going to tell you something. I started to get hungry. I go, the Dave man could do a little rice pudding right now. I love me some rice pudding. You pour just a tiny little bit of milk in it. You stir it up. Ooh! The one thing is, don't you dare give me raisins in my rice pudding. I ain't no savage. So the other thing, AEW, let's talk about this. Chris Jericho defends the Ring of Honor Championship, and they have a surprise opponent, and the surprise opponent is Colt Cabana. Yeah. So now I guess it's official. Tony Khan wants to tick off his fans. Yeah. Is this the era that we're going to be in? Yeah. Which is everyone who works at AEW is a total heel? Because I got to be honest, I was insulted with this. We all know what's up. The whole CM Punk versus Hangman Page and the Bucks and Omega, all of that started when Hangman Page went into business for himself, off script, and started insinuating on live television that CM Punk got Colt Cabana fired from AEW. Then they started leaking stories to the press that it was CM Punk who got Colt Cabana fired from AEW.
No, it wasn't.
Punk has since come on and said, I absolutely have nothing to do with that guy. I haven't had any responsibility for him getting hired, nor fired, nor anything. I just don't have anything to do with the guy. I believed Punk. And so after all of that, they decide to have Chris Jericho fight Colt Boom Boom Cabana, who came out, by the way, when they introduced him, they start playing his music. He walks out onto the stage and he does the emotional thing, like as if, ironically, he was CM Punk returning to wrestling after 7 years. It looked like Colt Cabana basically watched CM Punk's entrance when he returned to wrestling and made his AEW debut in August of, 2021. And it seemed like Colt Cabana was either parodying that, satirizing that, or just he's got nothing of his own, so he thought, oh, this is going to be my emotional moment. Either way, it not only rubbed me the wrong way, I was genuinely ticked off at it. I didn't pay the match any mind. I decided I'm going to flip around until this stupid match is done, because I'll tell you what, you do whatever you want in your business. You start treating loyal fans like me, like we're saps, like we're marks, like we're stupid morons for supporting Punk. It was you who told us about how great Punk was in the first place. Yes, I am a CM Punk, as is Stanley. So when he made his return in August of 2021, we were excited. But let's not pretend we were the only ones. Everyone was excited. It was the biggest rated AEW show ever. On top of that, you have Tony Khan in multiple press conferences saying that Punk is the reason why we are becoming a number one company. Punk is why we are where we are right now. So you guys have been saying this publicly for a year. Some sort of insane conflict and fight breaks out in a locker room where the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega were the aggressors, by the way, and you stupidly let Punk go rather than taking the vice president titles off of Omega and the Bucks.
So what?
You doubled down on your stupid decisions by deciding to insult your fans. Hey, wouldn't it be funny if we brought Colt Cabana back to fight Jericho for the Ring of Honor? Because everyone knows that Punk hates Colt Cabana. So you're programming your show on national television to get one guy upset. You're trying to tweak Punk. So that's why you did that? That's an insult to me. And if they keep it up, I swear to God, I'm going to start hammering AEW nonstop. I tell everyone, I'm a professional wrestling fan, one who is not to be taken for granted. I will turn on you in a heartbeat. When the WWE was putting out unwatchable television that was atrocious in years 2020, 2021, 2022, pre-Vince McMahon's departure, we were calling them out all the time. We were annihilating the WWE on this very podcast. Don't think that just because you're AEW, for some reason, we're not going to criticize you or give you the blunt honesty. WWE is doing everything the right way right now. They're doing everything to get fans excited, to make fans feel good about their product and their show. And AEW, as a CM Punk fan, I was insulted. I am starting to think that Tony Khan gets along with these young bucks because Tony Khan is a little narcissistic egomaniac, just like them. That's why Tony Khan has to list every single credential on his resume when he does interviews. Rather than, hey, the AEW CEO, please welcome Tony Khan. Instead it's, hey, please welcome to my show, the AEW CEO, the AEW head writer, the AEW booker, the AEW talent manager, the AEW this, the AEW chef, the AEW pajama maker, the AEW Slim Jim creator, everything.
AEW Slim Jim creator.
Never heard Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon does every job in the WWE and then some. You never heard him having to list it because once you're the CEO, that's all you need. CEO means number one. That's all you need. But Tony Khan's fragile, weird ego needs to get credit. God, they're the worst humans in the world. When you're already the boss, you're already the richest in the room, you already have the power, but you need the credit. Reminds me of Jerry Jones when he had to fire Jimmy Johnson as head coach of the Dallas Cowboys because Jimmy Johnson was getting all the credit because Jimmy Johnson was the head coach. Oh, and guess what happened after Jerry Jones fired Jimmy Johnson? The Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl since. Tony Khan is going down a very dangerous road where he's becoming Jerry Jones, later years Vince McMahon, later years Eric Bischoff. AEW will be, mark my words. I just want you to know this. Here's a prediction. Here's a Davey Mac guarantee. In the next couple of years, or by 2024, AEW, if they don't stop this condescending, awful attitude, get back to basics, and get back to being fan-friendly, and not fighting with the fans, and mocking the fans for liking certain wrestlers. If AEW can't straighten it out, by 2024, they will be Impact Part 2. Ironic that we started the show talking about Jeff Jarrett, but that's where AEW... I'm not saying AEW will be kicked off of television. Maybe TBS will be happy with 600,000 people watching their show. What I am saying is no matter what is going on with AEW's TV status, whether they're on the air or not, by 2024, they will be Impact Part 2. Any idea that AEW is a legit competitor to WWE will be laughable. And don't forget, in 2021, when Punk came back and they had ratings and the demise of Vince McMahon, it was a real statement that AEW was a legit competitor, a legit number one competitor to a number one brand. Those days are quickly disappearing. What are you doing with your mouth? Nothing. Okay, I'm hearing this bizarre noise, a clicking noise. Okay, well, go ahead, talk now.
Anyway, I actually have something to say. Prediction by me about this. CM Punk 2023 WWE, MJF 2024 WWE, 2025 AEW out of business.
Well, here's the deal. If Triple H can get CM Punk and MJF, this thing is over, and that is why I chose 2024. Because if Triple H doesn't see MJF as this is what I need to do in 2024. This is number one. The number one thing I need to do is get MJF. Then he's insane. But I don't think Triple H is insane. I think he knows, and I think MJF will go. Because MJF realizes I'm a massive star in AEW, but I can be a massive mainstream star now in WWE.
Although, didn't MJF, super young MJF, Triple H didn't like him?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter whether you're super young or this or that. None of that matters. You watch MJF on television, he simply is one of the best wrestlers in the world, period. So right now I'm a little bit down on AEW. I still watch Dynamite, I still watch Rampage, and I still root for the people that I like. But I'm starting to feel like a sucker. And when I start to feel like a sucker, I get, pardon my French, Stanley, pissed off. And because of the Young Bucks influence, FTR was buried, Powerhouse Hobbs was buried, Ricky Starks was buried, Darby Allin might be on TV every week, but he's never in an important match. Moxley's won the world championship 3 times. We could give Darby Allin one of those championships. Darby could have been AEW champion for 6-8 months by now. He should have been, stupid. He's one of your most enigmatic, if not your most enigmatic babyface. You stupid idiots. He should have been champ by now. And the fact that they're throwing it in our faces. Oh, we're going to put Colt Cabana on this show. You know what, guys? Screw off. Screw you. Let's go to WWE. I'm actually disgusted at Tony Khan, the Young Bucks, and that contingency. Okay? Crown Jewel is where it's at. Now, this Crown Jewel pay-per-view, it's in Saudi Arabia. Is that a place you'd like to visit, Stanley?
No.
Whoa! That was a quick answer. What do you know about? Well, I don't know if you know anything about Saudi Arabia or not. I'm not sure. We don't really talk much about global issues and foreign policy. I apologize. So you wouldn't want to go to Saudi Arabia? Why not?
No.
Why not? Beautiful sand?
That doesn't mean anything. I'm not going to talk about it on the show.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. We got a big card, and we have a very interesting entry. But let's get right into it. All right, let's do this.
I'm ready.
This thing is obviously Roman Reigns, Logan Paul in the main event, and we'll get to that last. But let's start off with a 6-man tag team match between the OC, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson versus the Judgment Day. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, obviously accompanied by Rhea Ripley. Stanley Mac, who do you like?
I know this is a kind of a controversial statement, but whenever I looked at Gallows and Anderson, I've always been they're okay.
Okay, just an okay type of thing for you?
I haven't been like, wow, it's Gallows and Anderson, you know?
Yeah.
Have you?
Gallows and Anderson, I like them. I like them when they helped out AJ Styles during his cinematic match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
I also hate to say it, though. The whole group of AJ, I also felt like sort of held him back at times.
Oh, yeah? The OC?
Yeah.
So you just don't like Gallows and Anderson? You're just not a fan? No,
yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough.
I think the Judgment Day will win. I mean, it would be
Judgment
smart.
Day?
It would just be smart, to just keep having them win.
Yeah, I agree with you, actually. I think that the Judgment Day should win. I like the Judgment Day. I've found them to be fun. And I think that they're getting into it now. And the more comfortable you get, once you get through that weird learning curve stage and you're not, you're just still feeling things out. I think they've gotten through that. And I think that I like them. So I'm going with Judgment Day on this one.
Dom's gotten through it.
Dominic Mysterio is a heat
been
magnet. Best. He is a good heel. No one saw that one coming. Next one, Alexa Bliss and Asuka. You're new, by the way, Stanley Mac, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They recently defeated Damage Control. But anyway, Alexa Bliss and Asuka, your Women's Tag Team Champions, take on Dakota Kai and Io Sky for, I guess, a rematch. And we'll see if Dakota Kai and Io Sky can get their belts back. What do you think?
Also, for like 5 or so minutes, there was actually a glitch on WWE.com. And I want to say, and I think that it actually got a big spoiler accidentally.
Which was?
Was surprise. They took it off after 5 minutes, but someone clicked on it and saw Sasha for 5 minutes, for like a couple seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they sort of.
I
think there was a glitch that they accidentally spoiled.
Well, who cared? Well,
They
let's.
accidentally
Whoa.
I think.
Don't bury the lead. Are you saying that Sasha will be making a surprise at Crown Jewel?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right. That's breaking news. Call it.
I mean, yeah.
Say it.
Since someone found that, I'm pretty sure that's a sign.
Who do you like in the match? Let's go.
Anyway, in the match, I like Alexa and Asuka. They just won the title.
I'll go with Damage Control. After that little Sasha Banks scoop that you gave me, what if Sasha helps out Damage Control and then joins Bayley? Because let's be honest, Sasha and Bayley work well together. You could have a 4-woman group where Sasha and Bayley are in charge.
Co-leaders.
And then, co-leaders. And Dakota Kai and Io Sky are sort of serving them. And then if you want, later on down the road, you could switch Dakota Kai and Io Sky as maybe baby faces or something and have them turn on Bayley and Sasha, whatever. But that's what I would do. Because I got to be honest, I'm not crazy about the Damage Control group. I love Bayley. The other two ladies are not really interesting to me. How else can I say it like that? They're good?
They are good.
With what? Good with
wrestling.
What? They are? Okay. I'm not saying they're not good or they're not talented. They're just boring. Next one. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a steel cage.
Well, an old-fashioned cage match.
What do you think?
But
Karrion Kross, of course, gets accompanied by Scarlett.
I got Drew McIntyre, and the reason for that is because it's a non-American or Canada crowd, and any non-America crowd or Canada, it's always feel like it's Drew McIntyre. It's like the international kind of guy that wins, even if it is just Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I get that. I certainly get that.
No, it's not Scotland.
No, I think Karrion Kross wins this match. I think that this is one where you keep Karrion Kross's momentum going. I'm not sure what purpose it would serve if Karrion Kross were to lose this. I suppose they could have a third match.
Yeah. One.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
Keep the food going.
Keep Karrion Kross going. Let's just see where we can go with this one. Next one, Bianca Belair versus Bayley. Last woman standing match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Stanley?
Or Bayley could come in this, or Sasha could come in this match.
Yeah, that's true.
That's also possible.
Go ahead, make the prediction.
So it's Sasha, Bianca. I think I'm gonna go with Bayley, and then Sasha comes out and stares her down and stuff.
Oh, so you think Sasha will come out, but it will be during this match?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me get something interesting there.
Fair enough.
So I got Bayley.
You got Bayley?
Yeah.
All right. I am going. Yeah, I think Bayley has a chance to win this. I do. I think Bayley could win.
Bianca's had a long reign.
She's had a long championship reign. This could be the time for a switch. I'm going Bayley as well. Next one, tag team match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. The Usos, your WWE Tag Team Champs, versus the Brawling Brutes. Ridge Holland and Butch.
Could we see Sami Zayn?
We could.
For this match?
We might.
I got the Usos.
Usos! Are you feeling a little Usi, Stanley?
Yeah.
You're feeling Usi?
Usi.
I'm feeling Usi too. That's why I as well am going with Jay and Jimmy Uso, the Usos. Next one, Braun Strowman versus Omos, regular straight up singles match.
Can somebody pull the plug here?
You don't want to see it?
Can somebody?
Well, then make Braun Strowman the piggy.
Yeah, true.
In Bray Wyatt's farm creature group.
It's not a farm, but Braun, this whole field is just, I'm sorry, Omos just can't look.
I feel like he's gotten better.
He can't look.
Well, couple of giants. You know how that works.
It's always a bad match.
People like giants though, overseas apparently. They like the giants. Next one.
Wait a minute, whoa.
I'm going with.
I never did my pick.
Oh, okay. I'm going with Braun Strowman on that one.
I'm going with Braun Strowman.
All right, next one. Two more giants, but probably better giants. You know what? If you're gonna have Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, maybe you don't even put Braun Strowman versus Omos on the card because their matches are a little bit similar with two huge power guys facing off.
Two people are better.
Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, singles match, Stanley.
It is funny how time works, because if this is 4 years ago, we would have been like, why is Brock fighting Lashley? It is kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, people can improve, and if you're open-minded, you got to allow people to improve and get better. You're talking about the fact that Bobby Lashley, wasn't so good 5, 6 years ago.
And
but
he is now.
Times change, my friend. I mean, let's go.
Anyway,
make your prediction.
My point, Brock Lesnar wins. I mean, does he ever lose a kind of match like this?
He loses to Roman Reigns, my man.
He can't beat Roman.
But during this match, Brock Lesnar wins. He does win.
A non-title.
Yeah, I think it's important to see Brock get some victories not important. We've seen him beat everyone. But you want to remind people it's Brock Lesnar.
And just let him in for this match. They make the farm go up.
Now, I'm going to get to a match that I'm pretty sure is not going to happen. But as I read the matches from Wikipedia, I am very curious to theorize if this... Just pay attention to me, because you just look at me. I'm curious if this is supposed to be a surprise or this was going to be a match that then got scrapped. But on Wikipedia, one of the matches is The Undertaker versus Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match. It's listed.
I don't know what I can say.
So does this mean that was actually booked for WWE Crown Jewel and Randy Orton got hurt?
Do you have your computer updated? Because I was actually doing some pre-show stuff and I didn't see that match.
I have my computer updated. It's not my computer. It's online, for crying out loud. This is what Wikipedia says.
This is the greatest thing of all time. I got The Undertaker.
I'm going to go with Randy Orton in this imaginary Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker versus Randy Orton. It's on Wikipedia as of this broadcast, which is Thursday, November 3rd. What do you want from me? It's on Wikipedia. It's match number 9 for Crown Jewel 2022. I'm looking at it. Undertaker versus Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match. First of all, I'm all for it. I'm certainly not complaining. But I think someone messed up. Or what if it was a surprise and it's like, oh man, some intern just released the biggest surprise ever. As far as a match goes, an impromptu match for a surprise, yeah, that would probably be number 1. Anyway, Randy Orton beats The Undertaker in an imaginary Hell in a Cell match. Last one, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns is your champ. Who wins?
I got Roman Reigns.
You have Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
They're talking about Logan Paul has pins in his hand, metal, like he's Wolverine. And if he punches Roman in the right spot in the head, he can knock out Roman Reigns. That Logan Paul can knock out anyone,
so
including Logan Paul can knock out Undertaker and Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell. He might actually join that match too.
For no reason.
Yeah, he's gonna climb into it. He's gonna climb on top with a saw and then saw open the top of the Hell in a Cell and go in. Since we're doing imaginary booking on Wikipedia for WWE. Roman Reigns wins this match, no?
Yeah.
Was that your prediction?
My favorite match tonight, Undertaker versus Randy.
Can't wait for the Undertaker versus Randy Orton imaginary Hell in a Cell match. Gonna be great. Anyway, that'll do it. That's the end. It was a very busy episode. We had plenty to talk about, but now we must go. How has school been, Stanley?
School is good.
Don't lie!
I'm so happy about The Undertaker.
School's been good. You can't get off the school thing. Talking to the microphone.
School's been good.
Okay. Good. Halloween, how was that?
Halloween was good.
That's good. Went trick-or-treating. we went trick-or-treating. I went trick-or-treating with you, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
I'm like one of the best trick-or-treat people to go with, because obviously I'm too old to get the candy, but I act like basically like a football head coach scenario, where I'm yelling out like, let's go to this house! This house has got a light and a jack-o'-lantern in front! There's gotta be lots of candy there! No lights on that house! Skip that house, Stanley! Stanley, 2 houses over! I see a skeleton hanging from the tree! Hit that house real quick! Yeah, I'm barking orders the entire time during the Halloween
That's him.
event. But did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
All right. Well, that's it. We want everyone to thank you for subscribing and liking the Eastside Dave Show, which is now amazingly nationally syndicated on Beasley Media. Radio stations and websites across the country are listening to us, so we thank you guys. And that'll do it. I'm Davey Mac. He's Stanley. Good night, everybody.
Bye.